Hammers up, everyone. Towelliee here. It's time to level, boys and girls. Oh, yeah. Best kept secret to me personally, leveling in Battle for Azeroth, is time walking week. That's when Blizzard puts up the time walking dungeons. You go back to BC, Wrath, Kata, MOP, soon to be Draenor, I think at the end of May. And people don't realize how fast it is to level through time walking dungeons. I'm talking earlier today, I went from level 111 to 118 in about 2.5 hours of just spamming time walking dungeons. Now, let me let you all know what I'm working with here. So I do have the 1 Draught of the 10 Lance potion. You get that for 5, what is it, Warfront tokens? I can't see him now because I'm still level 118. The Warfront vendor gives you that potion for 5 tokens. I also have the Darkmoon Fair. It's Darkmoon Fair this week, which aligns perfectly with time walking itself. I have the heirloom gear. I upgraded all my heirloom gear to level all the way up to 120. That came in patch 8.1.5. So I have the helm, shoulders, cloak, chest, legs, and ring. Now, I'm going to do a dungeon with y'all out there on YouTube right now. So as you can see, this is my weak aura. It tells me my neck level and my actual level. So I'm level 118. I'm 2.60% into the level. And we're going to see. We're starting off at 22,907 experience. I got 856,573 more to go. Fuck math. I hate it. Let's queue, and we're going to do this together. Let's reminisce, boys. Cataclysm. Let's see what we get. And, I mean, if you can debunk my time walking theory, let's time this too. It is now 12:38 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let's see how long this dungeon takes. Match it against the experience. And you tell me out there whether you can level faster than this or if you can do something else faster than this. Maybe islands. Ooh, Towelliee. I like Towelliee. I'm actually going to pull extra shit here in Towelliee. Let's see who. This is a random pug, by the way. I have no idea who these people are. So I'm going to clear my my shit over here. I'm going to reset everything. So we got a Huntardo. Hopefully the healer's the Holy Paladin. Are they following me? Oh man, they're like, oh, who is this Death Knight looking all badass as fuck? Let's see if. Hopefully I don't die. Hopefully I don't die. I don't want to die today, man. Yeah, I'm not really. This is my first time actually playing a Death Knight this expansion, so kind of feels the same as Legion, just a little bit different, a little slower because of the GCD ability. I feel like everything's on a GCD for a Death Knight. I'm a little bit rested. Mind you, a lot of my EXP came rested, so I would also suggest to you guys, if you plan on leveling any characters, make sure they're rested. It just makes sense. Like, create a character, or when you start the expansion, log into the characters that you eventually want to level, and just leave them rested somewhere. And then level them slowly. For me, this guy was about 4 levels or so rested. It was pretty awesome. Let me quicken this up a bit. Hopefully these guys can keep up. I don't want to end up dying here on my video. Oh, God. It's all downhill from here, boys. But Death Knights are pretty awesome to level with. Because, I mean, Deathstrike just almost tops you off, pretty much. You almost don't need a healer. I'm hard striking. And, once again, my UI is based off of Slootbag's weak auras. I know you guys, people are like, oh, man, what's that awesome weak aura you have in the middle of your screen? That's fucking amazing. Yeah, that belongs to Sloot, which is twitch.tv/Sloot. You have to actually sub to his channel to be able to experience this amazing and lovely little weak auras that he has here. And I mean, the guy worked fucking hard on it too. I mean, he worked super, super hard. But man, Cataclysm, let's reminisce. Does anyone remember Cataclysm dungeons? I mean, how hard they were in the beginning. And this is crazy because if you played Wrath of the Lich King, Wrath was out of this world, right? Wrath was crazy as fuck. Easy though. Easy dungeons is what we call the inception of the Wrath babies. It's kind of like the casualization of WoW. And then with the beginning of Cataclysm, and once we hit max level, man, Blizzard just made a complete turn, complete 180, and just said, whoop, everything's hard again. Like, what? And it was kind of fun. You had to really bring CC to the Cataclysm dungeons. Hall's Origination was a fucking nightmare. People hated doing that dungeon. I remember I used to have to just kick out Warriors and Death Knights because they had no CC. And I kind of felt bad, but I had to do it. And then, bam. You know, Blizzard nerfed it all. And it kind of became, I want to say it became piss easy, but it definitely became a lot smoother to run dungeons after Blizzard made those changes. And I think those changes happened within the first, like, I want to say month of the expansion, but it might have been sooner because people were like in a fucking outrage. They were like, oh, I can't believe how easy dungeons were in Wrath, and now they're just hard, and I'm having issues, and if you don't have CC, then you wipe, and it's like, oh my god, these players probably never, ever played, you know, Burning Crusade heroic dungeons at max level, just trying to gear up from them. You catered little casuals. JK. I look at everything when I play WoW from every perspective. Hardcore, casual progression, hardcore, casual, hardcore progression of the hardcore, casuals. And it's fun just to see over the years just how people react to the way Blizzard makes stuff harder and makes stuff easier. The people who, you know, who love the challenge, like, oh, why would you nerf these dungeons? It's so cool that it's so fucking hard. Other people are like, are you out of your mind? I've been in this goddamn Halls of Origination for like 5 hours with this group, and we're still on the third boss. But right now we're in Towelliee, I believe. Yeah, Lost City of Towelliee. Pretty simple dungeon, not too bad. But I'm getting some pretty good experience already. We're just not even like at the second boss. I'm already about maybe like 50,000 EXP in, 40,000, something like that. Like I said, I'm bad at math. Don't mind me with that. This isn't the kind of dungeon where you have a lot of trash to kill or pull, whatever. If Grim Batol gives you probably an entire level. I could probably get from 118 to 119 just in Grim Batol if people don't use the goddamn dragons to clear the trash. So you kind of have to convince people to not do that. But they'll do it anyway. But I mean, I've been doing this leveling for a while now, and people just don't realize it. Like on my stream, people are like, wait, whoa. The Towelliee almost just get an entire level from like a 10-minute dungeon? What? Just happened. You know? And you just gotta look at the time invested. The thing is, when you do dungeons, man, it seems like you're in there forever. But once you're done and you look at the timer, you're like, wow. I literally just did 10 minutes of a dungeon and got like 600,000 experience. You can't get that much experience leveling or doing anything else or even running islands. That's not gonna happen. You know? And I'm not sure if people don't mention this a lot because they believe that Blizzard might nerf it. It's very possible that they might nerf it. I don't know why they haven't already, or maybe they just know and they're like, you know what? You know, Dark Moon Fair lines up with Time Walking Dungeons. Let's let the boys and girls have some fun. Usually Blizzard's like no fun zone, right? Well, now you're having fun. But yeah, this is going to be the last tank that I level this expansion. Well, the last tank that I need to level. I already have one of each tank except for a Death Knight. I don't know why, man. I mean, Death Knights have always just seemed kind of boring to me. But the Legion version, I really love the Legion version of Death Knights. They were really nice, really cool, smooth, very fluid. You know, we didn't have those GCD issues. You had your haste, That was it. All right, let's continue through this bitch. Can I mount? Oh, I can mount. What am I doing? I've been walking around this entire fucking time. The Mirage Ring. Yeah, but Kata, I mean, eventually Kata dungeons did have, I believe we had the end time dungeons. Those came out later on in the expansion, and those were pretty hard, I would say, when they first came out. All right, I'm going to do this big pull here and see if this guy cares. I always have to, like, test the healers and see if they really give a shit about me pulling as much as I do. Uh-oh. It's getting a little scary in here. It's getting a little scary. See, I thought I had my grip up, and I was like, I don't have no grip up at all. Nah, he's doing a great job, this guy. Usually, man, it's hard to heal tanks in these time-walking dungeons. It's not easy. Trust me. I've been on, especially during the Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King pugs. I don't know what it is about the Wrath dungeons. Or did he just freeze them in place? God damn it. Or about the BC dungeons. But, man, my tank gets wrecked. Like, Towelliee, my prop paladin, he gets destroyed in those dungeons. But when I do the Cataclysm ones, it seems like better tuned. Like the damage is smoother. I mean, I am in full heirloom gear, but I'm not even wearing any Azerite armor, which usually gives you some pretty good traits at the beginning there to help you out with the leveling process. Because, you know, I have to wear the heirloom chest, helm, and shoulders. You know, I mean, I've been getting upgrades this entire time, but I can't use any of them because I need the experience. So right now, we're about 7 minutes into the dungeon, and we're already in the last room. And we're about, I'd say, 60,000 experience in. So, I mean, 60,000 experience out there in the world of questing is about how many quests you'd say? 3 quests, 2 quests? Takes you about 5 minutes to do that, but we've been here for 7 minutes. This is just trash. Now, this is just the trash. So once we get to the end of this baby, once we hit 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some real shit. Back to the future. Let me pull these guys over here as well. I try to pull as much as I can, even though it's not necessary. People yell at me all the time in dungeons, like, why are you pulling all those extra mobs? They're useless. I'm like, they're not useless. They're called experience, fuckface. Just kidding. I don't call people fuckfaces unless I know them personally. I'm just kidding about the kidding of just kidding. I do call them fuckface. But I don't get banned for it because then I'm like, hey, man, I'm Towelliee. I'm from Twitch. You're on TV. They're like, oh, shit, what's up? You want to give a shout out to my boo-boo in jail? Yo, girl, I'll get you out one day. So they finish this dungeon with Towelliee. But I did this earlier today for about 2 hours. It was like kind of like the end of my stream. You know, I was done with my weekly stuff. You know, I opened up all my chests on reset day. And then I said, let's level this Death Knight. It's time walking. It's Dark Moon Fair. You know, combine all these together and you're going to have a pretty potent time. And obviously this is better for like tanks and healers. Because, you know, your Qs are going to be instant. But normally on time walking weeks, I do hear about Qs being really good even for DPS. Not toward the end of the week, but in the very beginning, like today. Like if you do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're probably going to be all right. You try to do this shit like on, I don't know, a fucking Monday. You might not find many people to help hook you up here. All right, here we go. Bring them in. The High Prophet Bearer. Man, I remember people trying to do the achievement for this boss. It was hard. People didn't understand the achievement. I didn't understand it. I just did this achievement recently. But I remember being in groups that wanted to do it, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do it. I'm good. Little intermission phase. Little Dark Phoenix guy comes out. Scanning through my chest. See if I got anything cool. Oh, yeah. Harbinger of Darkness. And then the last boss of this place, that was a pretty hard achievement at the time that people were trying to progress in it. I believe I do have that one. And I did that one when it was like relevant. God damn you, LVUI. I'm literally 6 versions behind on my LVUI. It sucks. I don't know. I just don't like updating LVUI because the nameplates are broken. So I'm like, you know what? Unless something severely breaks for LVUI, I'm not updating it. Screw that. No need. No need. All right, so we started at 22,000 EXP. Let's see, where are we at now? 111K. All right. Not too bad, not too bad. I've seen better. And we've been in this dungeon about, I'd say 10 minutes now. 10-minute dungeon ain't too bad. The thing with leveling out, you know, out in the real world is the travel time. You know, we don't have flying yet. So you still have to account for, like, all that traveling or whatnot. And this is a pug. I usually go with people from the stream that are like really good and have, you know, like all the legendary gear decked out. You know, everyone loves to min-max time walking week because it's fun for people. They love to wear the legendary cloak from Mr. Pandaria. They love to wear the ring from Draenor and all their Legos from the previous expansion. Oh, that's right. Yeah, servants. I got to kill the servants first. I wiped to this boss plenty. I wiped a good old, what's his name? Siamat. I mean, I don't think I've ever wiped to this in a pug, but, you know, like a pug doing this. I've wiped to it like in a pug back when it was like, you know, holy shit mode. And for all the hate that Kata got, man, the dungeons they had were pretty legit. I love the layout of their dungeons. All of them came with a good story based on whatever zone we were playing at the time. Like I said, Grim Batol, one of my favorite dungeons. End Time is up there. The Hall's Origination, as terrible as that place was, it was a really fun layout, like the different elevator levels to go through. But out there in chat, man, or as I say, the YouTube chat, let me know what form you guys, you know, like how are you guys leveling your characters nowadays? What makes it easier for you? Because some people can't tolerate leveling. We know that. We see that with people who exploited the potion bug just to get their tunes to 120. They're like, fuck this. Leveling sucks. You know, for me, it's always been dungeons. I love running dungeons. If you can find an easy way for me to level up and do dungeons and do it just as fast as anyone else doing islands or questing, there we go. 447,998 EXP. Yeah, I know. Y'all out there just said, holy shit, Towelliee. Yeah. That guy wants to go again. Sorry, bro. Not now. That was 12 minutes of dungeons. 12 minutes. And we went up 500 and I would say 60,000 EXP. Tell me in 12 minutes you can level by questing, even with bonus objectives, and get your ass 560,000 EXP. You know what? Fuck it. We gonna go again. We gonna extend the time of this video. Oh yeah, this video gonna go past 15 minutes, children. Let's go. Let's do it again. Let's go again. I'm in the mood right now. Let's give YouTube the content it needs. Good old Cataclysm Time Walking Dungeons. Let's go again. What do we got next? Just make it Grim Batol and make my fucking day. Make it Grim Ba-fucking-Toll. Come on. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Let me ask them first if they can not skip the dragons. Can we not use dragons? Oh shit. For more experience. Wait, are these guys already in the dungeon? I'm gonna get a quick rip of this vape here. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is live to you guys in YouTube. This is not like a pre-made stream video. I'm doing this, you know, as I'm making the video. You know, so I'm doing this. Okay, they're not responding to me. It's, you know, people are a little less talkative nowadays in dungeons, and that's just the way that, you know, our current gaming society is. You know, I always talk to a lot of people in my stream about this, about people like, oh, you know, Blizzard's lost their sense of community, man. No one talks anymore. I'm like, well, I mean, that's not Blizzard's problem, man. That's like our issue. That's like our problem. People don't want to talk because they don't want to talk. You know, like, I don't know. We just became like introverts all of a sudden, you know, as the years went by. I always tell them, man, ain't nobody stopping you from pressing enter and talking to people in this game or whispering somebody to add them as a friend because you thought they were really good in the dungeon. Like, ain't nobody stopping you from doing that. But some people nowadays, like, you know, it's just say the same other way. Yes, I know it's the other way. God damn it. Other way, man. You're going the wrong way. God, this fucking noob Death Knight. I'm going to end up getting kicked out of this place for trying to clear all the trash. They about to kick me the fuck out of here. Like, all right, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Says the warrior who's last in DPS. You know? Just pointing it out. Just pointing out the obvious. But yeah, going back to that subject, man, I mean, I like to communicate with everybody, but it's different for me, right? Because I'm a streamer, you know? I talk to people every day. I talk to, you know, 1 to 2 to sometimes 3,000 people a day. Thousands upon thousands of motherfuckers in my channel every day, just having conversations. A lot of you guys can't do that. But I feel like over the years, like, we somehow lost our sense of wanting to communicate with others. And it's not because Blizzard is not giving us quests and stories and, you know, forcing us to group or whatever. No one should be forced to group, ever. If you want to solo this shit, solo this shit. Eventually, if you want the good shit, you're going to need the group. But in the meantime, if you want to, you know, lone wolf it, man, you can lone wolf it. No big deal. And I just think that's the problem today. I think today people just don't take initiative to go out there and just, you know, talk to somebody. You know, like in my stream, whenever I group up with people from Mythic Plus, I put people together and people just become friends and they start, like, you know, talking to each other and shit. Let me see if they'll bite with me just playing these mobs. No, don't get in the dragon, bro. Don't get in the dragon. Oh, he got in the dragon. Why? Why? Oh no. So here's the deal with Grim Batol. Grim Batol is an experience fucking haven. Right? But it's only an experience haven. I don't think the healer's on this shit. If, you know, people listen to me and get on the dragons. I think I'm soloing this. Oh, wait, who's the healer? Is it a Mistweaver? Oh, okay, the Mistweaver's healing at least. That's nice. So the less health these mobs have from getting hit by the dragons, the less experience we get. If you leave all these dudes at full health, you are getting like about 20k per trash pack. It's awesome. It's great. But these guys don't care. They just want to finish the dungeon quickly because they don't know about this cool, amazing video. So because these guys did this, I'm going to stop the fucking video right there. Because the point of this Grim Batol, and I was hoping they would listen, is that I wanted them to not get on the Drakes. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you know that this is, you know, probably the fastest way to level your ults right now in WoW. Get your full heirloom gear. Get the Dark Moon Fair buff. Get the Warfront buff. And just go at it. And go ham. This has been Towelliee. Towelliee Gaming. Catch me leveling this entire week on Twitch. Because I'm going to do it. Plus other stuff. Mythic Raids. Mythic Plus. Islands. I do it all, baby. I cover all the content on Twitch. Because nobody else will. WoW's dead. JK lol. In 2K18. Lol.